Heretic. How you doing? Took half my hair here from under the headset. That didn't start streaming. I was sitting in my Papa San chair pretty comfortable. I was ready to take a nap. How's your day been so far? Oh, maybe I get lucky and get my little purple dude today. Alright, had to make sure Twitch was agreeing with me there for a moment. What is it? About 9 days away from the Pokemon Presents next week? Mood. That is the biggest mood that has been me a little bit the past few days. Mostly because between Stella and the cat at night, I've had okay sleep, but it could have been a lot better. Like last night, it seemed like between Stella and Pin, I was up every hour and a half for something. Got up at one point because I had to pee and thought Stella was still outside, so I went to check, and it turns out like an hour before I'd let her in. Dogging my steps because he wanted treats. It's like, you know what? It's 4 in the morning. You don't need treats. Go lay back down. One of those things that somehow evolved from him getting treats when I either got up for the day or got up around the time Dad got up because he'd wake me up and I'd go pee. And him getting treats at like 6 to him getting treats at like 4:30 on occasion. It's like, oh, this has got to stop. But no, I can jive with wanting to go back to bed. Had a kind of busy morning. Got up and I walked Stella and started a load of laundry when we got back from our walk and gave her a bath because she's had some dry skin due to allergies, and did dishes and put a load of laundry in the washer, and it's in the dryer now. After through streaming, I gotta fluff it and fold it. But mostly productive morning. Even a good person and put in job applications Saturday evening while waiting for dinner to cook. Had to reset a password with the exact same password the thing said I had saved for it, and it's like, why? So that was fun. Oh, I dread it. It's supposed to be hot this week. It's supposed to be like in the 90s all week, except for like today, maybe. Dad's having a party at the end of the week. Well, on Friday. I literally just want to check the 7-day forecast. You guys make this app... yes, they could make this app worse. What is this weather apps? And they start out okay, and then, like, by the time you've had a phone for, like, a year and a half, the weather app just sucks. No, I don't need Kinetic. Kinetic was what I had before. They suck. Oh, okay. Our weather has shifted. End of the week is supposed to be a little weather-wise, but it's next week that we hit the upper 90s. Big time. I thought it was this week. I don't know what that last one was. I was looking at my weather app. Hopefully this dude will be purple today. I'm ready to hunt in Pokemon Sword a little bit. Just for the change of scenery. I'm not doing the full odds fossil revival hunt again for Omanyte. I'm doing it once for each fossil and that's it. Dude, I'm about 3 days away from giving you a backstory and a name. Gonna be more emotionally attached to the scientist who revives my fossils than I am to the Pokemon they revive. Why has that become your favorite spot? Usually you absolutely love the cat bed. Might need to take the cushion and stuff off his cat bed and give it a good wash. Or maybe there's just not enough to watch out the window there. Of course, he's not watching anything out the window here either. He's sleeping. But I can't remember the last time I saw him sleeping on his cat bed. Oh, no, I know what it is. It's, the air conditioner's on. So he's right in the path of it. Yeah. Is it too cold to lay in your cat bed right now, buddy? Little pain in my butt. Ding, 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 ding. Sorry, I have to check messages now in case it's an important text. So I should hit halfway to odds today, I think. Or fairly close to halfway to odds. No, I should hit halfway to odds. Odds is 4,300? Something like that? I can never remember the exact number. I just know it's in the 4,000s. I told one of my friends I was doing this hunt, and she's like, I would never. And it's like, no, I don't blame you. I wouldn't be doing this either if I had to do it one fossil at a time and couldn't get multiple fossils. So it's not as bad as doing one fossil then resetting and one fossil then resetting. Kudos to Johnstone for being able to do that. And to everyone else who's been able to do it so far. John Stone's the only person I've actually watched do it. And maybe A-Drive? But if I watched A-Drive do it, that was years ago when the Let's Go games came out, more or less, so... I don't actually remember if he did this hunt this way. Probably. He tends to do about every hunt every way. I still kind of miss his videos. He does do like about one video a month for Pokemon on his channel, but I do miss his videos. Maybe he'll start posting more when Legends EA comes out, at least for a couple of months. He's fun to watch in the keeping everything kid-friendly kind of way. He just seems kind of like a nice guy, too. I get Twitch things from him probably about once a week now, and I think it's mostly him opening up card packs from his card game. Which is neat if Illustrials ever gets an actual creature capture game, because I think they're doing a mobile game for the card game. I'll have to give it a try. They have some pretty nice creature designs. Makes me think of Nexamon. I really need to finish that game. I've started Nexamon like 4 times and never actually completed the game. And I've never even touched the sequel. Nexamon was actually pretty fun though. I just always got interrupted whenever I'd play it. Because last time I started it, I think it was when I went to visit Mama Blueberry, and I got about a third of the way through it, and then Brilliant Diamond and stuff came out, and I shifted back over to Pokemon. It's one of those games I go, oh, this will be fun to play until this game comes out, and then the game comes out, and I never finish it. I'd have to do that one day. I wish Evocrio would get a Switch port. But that, if I'm not mistaken, is still just for phones and tablets. I had a lot of fun with that one. Had 4 or 5 other versions of shiny monsters from that game, just playing the demo. Are you good? Love it. Poor Joe made a post, and apparently people still think Legends Arceus and that Legends ZA are gonna be side games, and it's like, no. Pretty certain Game Freak or the Pokemon Company one themselves said that they were mainline games. Actually, I'm fairly certain if you wanted a side game, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee would probably technically be one, though they're also kind of their own little universe. I only mean they're a side game because they're not like a new generation game, but they're also not like red, blue, or yellow. They're just Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Fire Red and Leaf Green are probably kind of side games, and Heart Gold and Soul Silver because they're remakes. I guess they probably count as mainline too, seeing how they are remakes. I don't know. Honestly, if I think of side games for Pokemon games, it's always like Mystery Dungeon, Conquest, Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Stadium, the Coliseum games. Just Legends Arceus is definitely mainline because they did introduce new Pokemon in that game. I'm still really hoping that they will be introducing new Pokemon in Legends EA. I don't think there's a reason why they shouldn't. And it doesn't have to be anything, you know, just ungodly. Oh, well, where did that come from? I wouldn't even technically need, like, any new evolutions for, older Pokemon. But getting a couple of, like, convergent species or maybe regional forms would be nice. Because you can always explain those away as, oh, look at what we've just discovered. Because, I mean, people are discovering new animals. Mostly bugs, I think. Bugs and, like, fish all the time. Oh my god. We had a bat outside our door the other night. And it was weird looking. He looked like a little pile of leaves. I'd open the door to let Stella in or out, and I could just see it, like, turn its head and look at me, and it's like, I'm leaving you alone, dude. I'm not gonna mess with you. He was gone the next morning, but he stayed perched on beside the door for a good few hours. So I'm assuming he was a bat. That's what Dad said it was when I showed him the picture I took. The sudden desire to buy one of those little bat houses. Oh my god. Saw a frog this morning on our way back from our walk. We were walking along the awning and stuff on the church. Itty bitty baby frog like that. Stella wouldn't slow down enough for me to take a picture. It is so tiny. Which isn't surprising considering we find toads and stuff in water bowls and whatnot on occasion. We'll go out there and there'd be a big old frog in the water bowl, and it's like, my good sir, I understand, but also get out of the water bowl. You can't lay eggs in this water bowl. This is water that's changed every 2 to 3 days, depending on the weather and whether or not the dog has kicked dirt or something into it. It's like, you can't stay here, my guy. And there's a pond 500 feet that away. Apparently it's full of snapping turtles, according to Dad. Hi, Bob. halfway through this first batch. Yes, good sir, another one. I still think they could have at least given the like lab assistants and stuff of various hair colors. Change the color of their shirt at least. Unless this lab is run by like a set of septuplets. I hope I get him too. I mean, I'm gonna get him eventually, but I would prefer if it was a little bit sooner rather than later. Hopefully this week. Let's see, I'll be streaming 4 days this week because I have to take 1 day off to clean, and the other day off is me actually working. I'll be doing at least 1,200 this week. So that will get me to 3,100. So that's a reasonable number for me to maybe get the shiny by. Thank you, I'm gonna need it. Dude, they have a cloning machine. It just got destroyed. It was wrecked. Mewtwo's a clone. And possibly Genesect. Kind of. Cloning is very much a thing in the Pokemon world that Mewtwo said hell no to and destroyed it. Also, there's the second Mewtwo, if you're going by the Pokemon anime, the female one, who also said hell no and destroyed it. Now, I can't see Pokemon ever making cloning in a game a thing. Unless they tie it to, like an evolution or something. Did you forget Mewtwo exists? You're perfectly fine. I forgot Dunsparce was a thing for like 6 years. We got an entire movie about cloning in Pokemon. Technically we got 2, though I like to pretend evolutions doesn't exist because it's bad. It's pretty and whatnot. The updated visuals and textures are kind of nice, but it's bad. Now, if they took that movie and just took the audio from the first one and completely superimposed it over all the lines in the second one, then yes. Made my friend watch that one once. I was like, no, you gotta sit down and see how bad this is. Like, none of the original music is in here. Voice actors are probably more or less the same. They changed a handful of things, like why are Team Rocket doing a paddle boat now instead of the Viking ship? You're okay, Bob. I promise. It happens sometimes. It's like I say, there are 1,025 of these guys now. We're allowed to forget Pokemon exist. I did rewatch The Power of Us last night. That was fun. I might have to sit down and watch another one tonight. Maybe watch 2000 or the third Pokemon movie. One of the two. Actually, I might rewatch Coco. I'll see what mood I'm in this evening. But no, I've been forgetting Pokemon names since like Gen 3 or 4, so you're good. That's fair. Like, because remember actually they still kind of do that to a smaller extent now, but there for a while, Lucario, Zoroark, and there's what, 2 or 3 other Pokemon they introduced in movies that way. So it is completely reasonable for a bit to assume that if a main character in a Pokemon movie is in it, that it might be a legendary. Was it just Lucario and Zoroark? Lucario showed up in the Gen 3 movies for Gen 4. Zoroark showed up in Gen 4 for Gen 5. Showed up in Gen 5. Oh, Mega showed up in Gen 5. Mega Pokemon showed up in Gen 5 for Gen 6. Actually, Gen 6 was fairly well closed off. I don't think we got a Gen 7 Pokemon in any of the Gen 6 movies. And then the Gen 7 movies were all the reboots. I miss Pokemon movies. I do like that they do so many of the little animated series now. You have Generations and Twilight Wings, Hisuian Snow, Paldean Winds, but I do miss the movies. Of course, I guess the main problem there might be whether or not they want to do Ash or if they want to stick the current protagonists in as the main characters. Especially because we don't know if they'll be continuing with Liko and Roy and the others into Gen 10. Or if the series after Horizon will have its own new antagonist. Yeah, main character's an antagonist, if I'm not mistaken. Is protagonist? One of the two? I liked the Zoroark movie. It was cute. And I did like that they reused Celebi's theme from the 4th movie in it. Rewatched one of Moxie's videos last night in his Moxie Chan 100 Days Scarlet and Violet series. I watched the first one, and it's always so funny when he gets to that scene where he shows a couple of clips of people from the 90s and stuff, when like getting the games and cards and a line of people going to see the movies. And it's so funny thinking about it, because it's like You don't get many series that are super, super, super long-lived and popular like this. I know Digimon has been a thing fairly consistently. Power Rangers will be around after everything else is dead and gone. What, Bob? I know some of the older ones got reboots. Cardcaptor Sakura, Sailor Moon. But it's so funny though, seeing Pokemon then and knowing how much bigger it got. And just the difference in like attitudes now. Now like everybody knows a person who likes Pokemon, but when I was little it was, oh, you're a nerd. It's like, yeah, I like Pokemon, woohoo. Bob, I'm gonna put you in a bubble. I'm gonna send a bubble to your sister and tell her to put you in it. If not a bubble, I think you just about need a padded room. So you can stop hurting yourself. You find a way to hurt yourself in a padded room. What does your job think? You coming in with a new broken bone every couple of weeks, or not coming in with a new broken bone. The phone calls to your boss. Yeah, I can't come in today. I broke my foot. Bob, I think you need to find a work from home job. It might be safer. I'm sure I've broken a toe on occasion kicking something really hard, and Mama Blueberry broke a toe once by wrapping it around the joystick on her PlayStation 2 and tripping. Of course, we all lovingly chewed her out a couple weeks ago while we're taking a break to go get her a drink while working. It's fine. I'll get a drink when I go. It's like, get out of your car, walk into the Walmart you've been doing deliveries for, find the nearest water fountain, there should be one in the front, and get you a drink. We love you. We want you to take care of yourself. Good, you probably need it. So, do I want to know how exactly you what animal did you trip over breaking your foot? She's gonna turn you into that one kid who's got like styrofoam duct taped around their body. Just what you need is polar bear in there to suffocate you. He'll do it lovingly, but he's gonna suffocate you. Stella found her a spot to lay in the living room, and I don't think she's twitched for the past 2 hours. Poor baby. Her and summer allergies. I can remember I need to get her some Benadryl. Also a reminder, if you guys are like me and use water bottles like this, make sure to clean the top part of your straw out really good. Cause I had to do it the other day, was it? Yeah, look, he goes, been drinking out of that? It's like, I didn't realize it was that nasty. He goes, mold is not good for you. Like, I know! So I came home and cleaned it out really good. I'm gonna keep a better eye on it from now on. I legit did not notice until I was like in the truck on the way home from work. And it's like, oh, this is nasty. I've been drinking out of this all day. Ew. But I guess that happens on occasion. I'm just glad I washed it real good when I got home. I'm gonna be more vigilant as to keeping the top straw sections of my water bottles clean from now on. Yeah. You slid down it. Bob. I bet that was a fun ride to the hospital. Of course, to be fair, I keep telling the cat that one of these days I'm gonna trip over him when he lays down behind my feet and I don't realize he's there, and it's like, you're gonna be the reason I have to go to the hospital. Like, either for something broken in my leg or like a broken arm or something. Alright, almost finished with this first batch. Dad put on a movie last night. He likes the Top Gun movies. And he put one on and just laid down across the couch and had his head rested in his girlfriend's lap and fell asleep that way, and neither of us could get to the remote to turn the TV volume down. Because those are loud movies. Yeah, it's a good thing you have health care, or you'd be like... Well, I can't say you'd be rapidly in debt, because you... everywhere has better health care than here in the U.S. Alright, batch 1 finished. Ding. Did have to laugh earlier. I bumped into my computer tower and it wiggled my capture card, and I got the thing. It's like, your thing has been disconnected. It's like, fine, I gotta pull it out and plug it back in anyways to get the sound to work. My dad's girlfriend won $200 on a lottery ticket yesterday. She's lovely and she split it with my dad, but it's like awesome. Because we do about a scratch off every week, maybe every 2 weeks. Usually just like a $5-10 ticket, nothing huge. And we win Semi-often. It's usually nothing big though. I think the most I got was like 50 one time. But it is nice on occasion to be like, oh, here's $200. And I was like, woo. My sister's ex won $250,000 on a scratch off. So he got super lucky. He used it to get him a new truck, and I don't know if he bought the house he lived in or if it was like just a down payment. I think he might have bought it. It wasn't like a uber expensive house. No, I think it was just like a down payment. And he quit his job for 6 months, which makes no sense to me because it was 250,000, and it's like, dude, that is not an infinite amount of money. Like, keep casually working and putting more money back. I have no idea who Blackpink is, but congratulations. I will admit, I don't think I've ever been to a concert that wasn't like a school concert. Me and my mom had plans eventually. We wanted to try and go to see the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, but that never played through. Now, Mama Blueberry, she goes to concerts about once every 2 to 3 years. She got to go see Lindsay Sterling, one of her concerts, which is cool. K-pop group? Okay. I don't listen to a lot of K-pop. Just kind of in general, I'm just not that exposed to it. On occasion, I reckon I do, but it's not part of my main music, really. I did see a clip from like a K-pop Demon Hunter show though. It looked kind of fun. Keep waiting for you to pop up onto the desk like Satan's after your tail. We get moths, weevils, fairly heavily in summer. And he has the biggest, grandest time at night chasing them around the house. But it's cool that you get to go to a concert. Especially getting to go to one in Italy. Yeah, alright, go do what you need to, Bob. Don't hurt yourself while doing it. Dad, his girlfriend, and his girlfriend's granddaughter did go to the local drive-in and watch the Taylor Swift Eras tour, I think, a year or two ago. And it's just one of those ones where they like project it onto the drive-in screen. I think they've done a couple of other country singers that way. I want to say there was a Garth Brooks concert there once. So that's a neat way to do it when you can't, when they sell out of tickets real fast and stuff, is doing it through drive-ins and whatnot. I don't know if it was a recording or if it was like live and they were streaming it, but it was kind of neat either way. Dad bought the first 2 tickets, it's like, you don't like Taylor Swift? At least not well enough to go listen to 2 hours of her music. Take out semi-dressed up. It's like, you're going to the drive-in. Dude, go be comfortable. Congratulations, Omanyte. I am bringing you back from the extinction personally myself. You know fossil Pokemon have regulations for like breeding and stuff out the wazoo to keep some person from like breeding 5,000 Omanyte and going and like dumping them in the ocean and ruining an entire ecosystem. Ooh. Excuse me. Dad and his girlfriend did themselves some lasagna last night for dinner and a little bit of stir fry. Neither of which I eat because Dad likes his stir fry hot. And he looked at me after. He goes, "What can I make for you? What did you get?" I said, I don't need you to make me anything. I need you to get out of the kitchen so I can make me food." He goes, "Oh, you found you some chicken?" It's like, "Yes, I found me some chicken. Get out of the kitchen so I can cook." Okay. he gathered up his plate and stuff and went and ate. Oh. Not gonna lie, if I had a turbo controller, I would totally be sitting here crocheting instead of pressing the A button. I have started work on another project. Which will be fun. I'll show you more of it when I have more to show you than this, basically, which makes more sense because I have 20 of those. Well, I have about 10 of those right now, but there are going to be 20 altogether. In the second batch of 10 will have different colors, and sewing them together, or technically crocheting them together, then doing other stuff. I'll show you a bit more as it gets further along. It's going to be a blanket. Because blankets are my thing. Actually, I need to make a couple more little plush or something so I can use up the rest of my stuffing. Go get that one yarn that makes me think of marshmallows. The tiny, like, flavored marshmallows. And make me either an octopus out of it or maybe a spider. I have a pattern for a spider. I don't have enough for a jellyfish, sadly. Actually, I might have enough for a jellyfish. I would not have enough for an owl. I wouldn't have enough stuffing for an owl. But I might have enough stuffing for another jellyfish. I don't know, I have to dig up my bag of stuffing. Time I made a jellyfish, it was for one of my friend's kids. made her a jellyfish, and then I made her 2 or 3 little octopus for her birthday. And I went and bought her about $30 worth of clothes. So I did do the, whichever, or whatever, the Kimono raid with the ladies this weekend. It was actually fairly easy, which is kind of nice considering the last 2 raids have kicked our butts. Let's see, what are we down to? We're to Gen 5, which is High Dragon, Gen 8, which is Dragapult, Cloak, Dragapult, and Gen 6, which is Gudra? That sounds about right, right? We're down to 3 of the Pseudo Legendaries. So we did Dragonite. And then Gen 2 doesn't have... Then we did Tyranitar. And then we did Salamence. And after Salamence was Haxorus. And then it was Excalibur. And then the one after that was what was the Kimono? Yeah, I think we're down to 2 or 3. I'll have to double check my Pokemon for that one. I think we are down to 2 or 3 of those left. Metagross. We did Metagross. We did Salamence and Metagross because for some reason Gen 3 deserved 2 Pseudo Legendaries. Actually, I wonder if we'll get Hisuian Gudra as well. But we got Hisuian Sliggoo in an event, so that one might not happen. I want to check my numbers real fast. Okay, 63 is correct. I'm gonna check the last couple of these because I think with the one or two before I was looking at my fingers when it popped up on screen. Alright, that should be okay. I got on, turned my Switch on and I was still on Pokemon Scarlet from doing the raid. And it was like, okay, thankfully I have the controller with all the buttons I need to get out of Pokemon Scarlet. I had to laugh. My co-worker, because she's not really my boss. She's kind of the go-between between me and my boss. She gives me like the paycheck and I go get the key at her house and she gets packages with like cleaning stuff and whatnot in it. I gotta let them know they're out of lemonade. But every once in a while I'll be taking the key back, and her husband will step out to talk to my dad. And he's like, yeah, my wife's got it at 62 in the house. And it's like, wow, really? It's like, we're on 69. Because to be fair, I have Mama Blueberry. They probably keep their house down in like the 50s in summer. You'd go to her house and be walking around inside in a hoodie and in long pajama bottoms. She got hot one night when I was spending the night, and she opened up her bedroom window and put her fan in it in winter. And it is like, woman, what the heck? I'm hot. It's like, I'm cold. Either show me to a second blanket here, or turn that off, or at least turn it down. It wasn't like super, super cold out, but it was enough that it's like, oosh. I'm looking forward to fall. Cooler weather, less bugs. The proper spooky season and not this weird summerween thing most stores seem to be have going on right now. I mean, it's cute, but it's weird. I gotta get me a little gargoyle for my trailer. Did a Halloween with Mama Blueberry and another one of our friends when we were younger, and we went around because in our town there were like 4 different haunted houses, 4 or 5, and at the beginning of our trip her stepdad came with us, and we're sitting in the back seat of her mom's Jeep being teenagers, just goofing off and stuff and singing, and would you guys quit? My head hurts. Like, if your head hurts, why are you coming with us? Needless to say, we didn't quit, and after the first haunted house, we took him home. And dude, if you're not feeling good or up to it, I can understand the sentiment of apparently wanting to come with us. He didn't go inside. He just wanted to come with us. But it's like, go home and go to bed, dude. If your head's hurting, you don't need to be here. We dropped him back off and had a much more pleasant evening. I think we only ended up going into like 2 haunted houses, but I can't remember if I think we went and saw a movie. That or we ended up going trick-or-treating around a couple of the neighborhoods. That might have been what it was. Then it was like the year after that, I think we started going to movies and whatnot for like Halloween. Because my friend could drive by then. Yes, I still have 40-something helix fossils for you. I'm not running out for the next 15 minutes, I promise. Maybe the next 20 minutes. craving a Reese's Sonic Blast, like, so bad the last few days. Thought I had an ally in Dad's girlfriend the other day because I mentioned one and she goes, ooh, and it's like, let's go get one. Come on, let's go get one, and we didn't go get one. That's okay though. I want a milkshake machine. Not like the ones you see at like McDonald's or anything, but just one of the ones you that's basically just a big spoon on a thing that makes it spin round really fast. You can get a metal cup to put your ice cream and stuff in. We had at the restaurant I used to work at. It was so much easier than like messing with a blender. One of my colleagues when I worked there made a barbecue sauce milkshake on accident when she was meant to be making a chocolate milkshake. I looked at her and went, because we were trying to figure out why the kid she made it for, why it tasted weird. It was a family member. It was her niece, I think. You know, she came in, can I have a milkshake, please? You know, it's hot outside. Yeah, yeah, hey, can I have a milkshake? Yeah, so she made her milkshake. And I looked at her one point, a couple minutes later, said, because I looked at it, I didn't take a sip. I said, did you put barbecue sauce in this? And she goes, no. Like, are you certain? No. Like, how do you get barbecue sauce and chocolate syrup confused? I mean, yes, they're right next to each other in the fridge, but they don't look that much alike. Shouldn't have been obvious when, you know, the ice cream turned light brown instead of that kind of darker chocolate brown. So I made her a new milkshake. We tossed it, threw the other one away, and I teased her about it for the rest of the day. Excuse me. I had a hiccup. Doesn't everyone here study fossils? If I'm not mistaken. I know I teased Bob about it earlier, but it would be actually kind of cool if they did include Pokemon cloning in a Pokemon game again. I would love to see it end up having to be a kind of an evolution gimmick. Or maybe something for like forms of a Pokemon. Here, you need to get this Pokemon with this specific DNA item to get its other forms. And give it like 4 or 5 different forms. So I don't know if that would be DNA splicing. That'd be kind of not quite Pokefusion stuff, but a little bit Pokefusion stuff. Look, I'm still waiting for like a Shellos form that is clearly the origin of the East and West Shellos, you know, whatever they were before they ended up on either side of Sinnoh. And their looks were different. There's got to be a shared origin Pokemon, a shared Shellos between them somewhere. Whew. Excuse me. Actually, it seems like there should probably be just a base, like, flying type Oricorio somewhere as well. One that would clearly be the ancestor to the 4 different types you could get with the different nectars. But having an actual active cloning storyline in a Pokemon game would probably be pretty fun. Because with Mewtwo and stuff, it's already happened. It's in the past. Guys, this could be how we get Mew 3. Don't give us Mew 3, Game Freak. It was a joke. It used to be one of those rumor Pokemon when I was little. That there was a Mew 3 that like you could get if you did this specific thing in the Pokemon games. It was all lies, but it and Pikablue, the water type Pikachu, which I think was just people hearing about Meryl. So to be fair, Gorichu was a thing, which hopefully they bring him back. I would love to see him as maybe a convergent Pikachu's, or well, a convergent Raichu. Pikachu, but fire type. Also, I hope they bring the beta tiger line back eventually. I would like an actual tiger Pokemon. No offense to Incineroar or I bet they Arcanine, which is just tiger striped. I'd like a tiger that is not a starter. And like how we'd like a saber-toothed tiger that isn't a legendary. Game Freak, please bring fossil Pokemon back in Gen 10. Give us all the fossils. I would actually kind of like it if they gave us 4 fossils again, but this time they're each their own little thing and not a puzzle game. Not Frankenstein's fossil Pokemon. I think it would be neat though to have like one specific fossil in each. And one in the north, one in the south, one in the east area, one in the west area. and maybe get them split evolutions, or you can only get two in your game or whatever. You have to go to another person's game to get the other two. There's still so many dinosaurs I want to see turned into fossil Pokemon. You know, because I'd love a raptor of some sort, a Stegosaurus. I'd like a proper Triceratops. The, one dinosaur with the wicked big long claws. I never remember what that one's called. The duckbills, no, I'm thinking of Parasaurolophus? That might be a different one. Heck, a, rock poison type Dilophosaurus would be fun. Or you could even go into a few of the different flying Pokemon, or the different flying dinosaurs. Because we got a pterodactyl with Aerodactyl, but I'd love to see like us get a Quetzalcoatlus or something. Let me check some of these real fast. A Megalodon would be fun. Even going into some of the more prehistoric like mammals, get a Gigantopithecus or one of the giant sloths. The underwater long necks, plesiosaurs. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a. Thought that looked like Papa's truck. I am not a huge fossil person. I have very light knowledge of dinosaurs. But I would love one generation to eventually get a good handful of them. They don't have to be like half the Pokedex, but give us 4 or 5 different fossils just to make like hunting for them more fun. And yes, I'm imagining a mini game fairly close to digging in the Sinnoh underground. He's either done for the day, which is a maybe, or he needed something. Excuse me. Alright, almost done with the second batch. He's washing his hands. I'm gonna assume he's finished. I'll get up here in a moment and go say hey real fast. Clink, 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 clink. Oh. making noises back at my dad like he can hear me. Trust me, he cannot. I raised my voice yesterday at him. Just because he seemed like he's having one of those moments where he's having trouble hearing. And he's like, don't be mad at me. It's like, I'm not mad at you just because I raised my voice. You're like, I'm just trying to make sure you can hear me. You have the TV up so loud. I'm surprised the house isn't shaking. Hello, Luna. I'm pretty good. I hope you're good. I am hunting for a purple unknown, and so far he escapes me. But I still have at least 100 chances to get him today, so that's not super bad odds. I mean, they're not the best odds, but they're not. Could be a lot worse. All right. This should be my last one for this set because I have 100 fossils. Oh, I didn't count that one. There we go. Yep, that was the last one in that batch of revives. Alright, let me get loaded in, and then I'm gonna get up and go say hey to Dad real fast. Okay, let me go say hey to him real fast. I'll be back in a minute. about that. I hit 2 buttons. There we go. Sorry, that took me a moment. I ended up needing to go to the bathroom. I had to pee. Dad got the underpinning on my aunt's little house finished, and she gave him a bed and a dresser. And it might have been that little day bed she had in one of their the rooms at her house last time we went and visited. If it was, I was gonna tell him to keep it. The bed frame and stuff, at least. I'd have used it in my trailer. This week, other than me streaming one day less, should be fairly normal. Be streaming today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Thursday, I will be taking off because I need to give the house a good clean. A good semi-deep clean. Then I should be streaming Friday, and Saturday will not be streaming because I work Saturday. I work all day Saturday. But as far as I'm aware, starting next week, I am back to my fairly regular schedule for at least 2 weeks, possibly. I'll have to wait and see, because never know when work will pop up, or if maybe I'll get lucky and get called in for an interview and get a job. Oh, were you leaving me? You must have realized Dad's home. Oh. Come on, fellas. Let me get lucky and get you in this batch. So I can start hunting for the second one. I'm gonna evolve into an Amistar. Hopefully, at least one of the fossil revivals goes fairly quickly. I'm not saying I need it in like 15 revivals, but hopefully I get one that is maybe under 2,000. I have a feeling at least 2 of them are probably going to be over. I mean, this one's already over. I had better luck with getting shinies and trading. Need pledge so I can give everything a good dusting and whatnot. Hi, Pin Pin. Did you come look out the windows? Why is every time you come sit next to me on the desk, you gotta lick yourself? Huh? I don't want to watch you take a bath. I don't let you watch me take a bath. He probably would if he could get in the in the bathroom. He's definitely one of those cats who would want in the shower with me until he actually managed to get in the shower with me. And then it'd be, oh heck no. He was gonna take out my ankles last night. Oh, here, hold on. Let me scoot that over a little bit, give you a smidge more space. There we go. You looking for birds? If I wanted to be mean, I would set a bird feeder outside that window, but then Stella would end up wrapping her cable around it and dragging it across the yard. Yeah, we get the trailer moved over here, and after a year and a half of getting it fixed up and whatnot, I might put a couple bird feeders out in the front for you, so you can lay there and watch birds out of either of the windows. You'd like that, huh? We've got a little wild cherry tree in our backyard. Well, it's not little, it's 4 or 5 little trees all kind of clumped together. Dad says he wants to separate them and dig a couple of them up and plant them along one side of our yard. They look nice. We used to have a bunch of trees and stuff in the front yard, and then my sister and her husband decided to cut them all down. The entirety of one side of our yard was completely filled in with like trees and kind of just big bushes. It was a really nice kind of privacy wall. Can I help you? Huh? Hey, come here. You're not a window, you're a door. You think you're dying for attention? It's not food time yet. It is an hour and a half until food time. Pat your butt. Huh? I saw a thing, someone short yesterday. There's like 30 days until school, and it's like, yep, it's almost that time of year. That time of year I forget to exist because I don't go to school anymore and I don't have children. Hi. Why are you being so lovey, huh? What? I'm not switching over there so you can stick your head in my armpit. I'm not doing it. He likes to headbutt my shoulder, and if I'm sitting the right way, it always kind of ends up with his head in my armpit. I've stopped. He'll turn around in a moment for more affection. No? You gonna sit down and look out the window? And switch that tail? Actually kind of nice today. It's in the 80s, but it's fairly cloudy, and it stayed cloudy. I got rained on earlier. Not like heavy rain, but just a kind of a light sprinkle. It was lovely. What do you see out there? Why is your tail whipping back and forth? Excuse me. there a bird out there? Gotta remember to tell Dad about my tiny frog later. I do hope that eventually, if Pokemon fossils make a return, that maybe they make it to where we can revive more than one fossil at a time of the same Pokemon. You know, unironically, I would kind of like to see the Fossil Fighters game either get like a remaster or a new version, because they look kind of fun. I'd probably be willing to try one. What? You're just like Stella. All you want is for me to scratch your butt. That spot right above the tail. Now all I get in thanks is your fur all over. Yeah, that's all I get in thanks is your fur all over. Yeah, I had your tail. I gotta be careful about doing that. Sometimes he just pulls it out of my hand, you know, just a light grip. And sometimes he turns around and bites me. That ear. The only difference between you and Stella is you can get up on the desk and she can't. What? You're getting your loving. You're getting your love. Give it 3-4 more months and you'll be sleeping behind my knees again. And one of his favorite places to sleep when it's cooler out is like legit just in the space behind my knees. Or between my legs. He's not super picky. I got your fur all over my face, Pinpin. Yeah. I don't want to be fuzzy. You're fuzzy enough for the both of us. Check my number real fast. Because I know I'm off because I've been messing around with a cat. 69. No. I am accurate. Okay, nice. I do hope eventually we end up with a one of the 2D 3D, 4D, the Octopath Traveler animation style in a Pokemon game. That'd be kind of neat. I know the one person is doing, what is it, Gamma Emerald, which is Emerald in that style, and it looks fantastic. Once that game is finished, I might actually have to download it and download the ROM and play it. Oh, are you chilling out? Are you loving against my book? I've got a bunch of crochet rectangles because they're not exactly squares anymore. I've pressed under the book to kind of flatten them out. Yeah, Pinpin, I gotta finish those last two and then start on my next color. Gotta make the animals mad at me. They hate it when I work on stuff. Well, not so much the cat, but Stella used to get majorly jealous of me doing blankets. Because when she was smaller, it meant if I had a blanket in the chair with me, she couldn't fit. It was hilarious. She would get so mad. If I moved somewhere she would fit, she wouldn't lay with me. I can't even get her up in the Papasan chair with me, and we would both fit in it. It might be a smidge awkward, but we do both fit in that Papa Sun chair. I've done that one. And he fits anywhere he puts his mind to, so. Pain in my butt. You little pain in my butt, you know that? I get up in the mornings, and the first thing I do when I sit down at my desk is wipe all your fur off my desk. I need to brush you later, actually. If I can get him laid down again. He doesn't seem to mind being brushed, but he wants to be brushed when he wants to be brushed. Should just take the vacuum cleaner to you. Take the hose to you. We had a cat when I was little who would let you do that. Just run the vacuum hose over their body. Actually, I think I did that to him the other day. He didn't mind it a bit. Just kind of teasing him. Omanyte, I think other than Kyogre, you're the last Pokemon I get that is this specific shade. I could be wrong. Because I do still need about 200 shinies, but... I think other than Omastar as well. I think it's this one, Omastar, and Kyogre, this shade of kind of purple. Yes, I'm gonna give you another fossil. I have 54 more of these. You switching lay spots again, Bubba. I took his blanket outside earlier this morning and shook off all the fur and the little bits of like dirt and stuff that collect on it. So yeah, it even got washed last week? Last week or week before, I don't quite remember which one. Because I washed all the animal beds in my bed that day. The day I took 20 minutes and turned my bed back around. I could laugh how like half the work vibe music played long videos are also like really good nap music. Continue, got my nose itching. Yes, you do. Alright, halfway through this batch. Realized we only have one flying type fossil Pokemon, and I don't know why that just popped into my head, but definitely Game Freak with Gen 10 give us, I say Game Freak, Pokemon Company. with Gen 10, please give us another flying fossil Pokemon. Oh no, wait, never mind. I stand corrected. We have Archeops in its evolved form. They're flying type too. I forgot about them. I feel bad because I enjoyed using Archeops in my fossil playthrough. And I'm having one of those moments where I can't remember its evolved form's name. I apologize. Alright, after this one, I'm gonna check my number again, make sure I'm still accurate. Oh, I am one ahead. Which I think I double counted a minute ago, so that makes sense. Check the last few of these. Alright. Because on occasion I hit A fast enough, I don't get a very good look at the Omanyte that has been revived. Take a break for a week after I finish fossil hunting and play some Stardew Valley or something. Shake things up a little bit. Actually, I think at some point in time I would like to dedicate at least one stream a week, when I'm major into like shiny hunting and stuff again, to playing other games. Of course, at that point in time I would like to be back on my 2-week schedule. It's gone to more or less because of I just wanted to get the shiny hunting and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee finished. But originally I was shiny hunting for about 2 weeks, then playing a different game for about 2 weeks. So I think after I get most of the shiny hunting in Legend ZA finished, I will probably be going back to that. Possibly either in November, December, or I might restart the regular schedule in the new year. It depends. Depends on how shiny hunting in Legend ZA goes. Depends on how many shiny Pokemon I need from Legend ZA as well. Breakfast is talking to me a little bit. Had a bit of a chuckle the other day. I don't remember if it was a video or if it was a post I saw somewhere talking about someone visiting a friend and them having like 6 boxes of the bigger things of ramen noodles you can get at the store in their pantry, and it's like, no, that's reasonable. That is perfectly reasonable. Like, look, ramen noodles are cheap. They're easy. They last because they're like dried out foods. And it's like, that is especially reasonable for if they're like hit hard times and stuff. Like, I plan on having a little stockpile of ramen noodles at some point in time. Of course, I also just really like noodles. Like, one of my favorite just quick meals to make is noodles with some sort of meat in it. Hamburger meat, chicken, pork. I mean, when I go to the store and get ramen noodles, I always get like the 6-packs. Which eventually I should just say screw it and get a box, because it's not like they're much more expensive. When the prices of everything else is fluctuating, ramen noodles stays pretty steady. Are you gonna be purple? Yay? Nope. You are also not a grape. That is a joke from my, when I was hatching eggs for Shiny Spiritomb. Because the shiny is blue, and all the other ones are purple. So the joke was gonna be when one hatches, like, oh, it's a grape. I was gonna name the shiny one not a grape, but you can't do a grape in as a nickname because it has R-A-P-E in it. Which is kinda dumb, but okay. So I legit forgot that X and Y had radar hunting in them until I was watching Johnstone stream the other day. And it's silly, I forgot, but I do remember trying to do it, and I think I radared like 3 Pokemon and then I gave up. I doubt radar would return in the same mechanic in Legend ZA, but I am still curious what the shiny hunting method for Legend ZA will end up being. I'm gonna say probably outbreaks. It would make sense for them to keep it because they've had it in Legends Arceus and then they kept it in Scarlet and Violet, and it would make sense for them to have it in ZA as well. It was also in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and possibly in regular Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, but I don't think I ever messed with them in that one. I don't mess with them with those in a Brilliant Diamond either. Well then, my stomach just grumbled at me. Alright, 22 to go. I'm gonna be hearing that ding dong noise in my sleep. Dude, you look like a bobblehead. It's just the steady nodding of his head as he, like, gives me my Omanyte. So I had a laugh the other day. Saw this video where this dude is like, I'm gonna tell you how you can save money on Pokemon Legends ZA. Okay. And he's like, first, buy the 2-game pass from Nintendo, which is $100, $50 per game. And then get Legends ZA, not for the Switch 2, but for the regular Switch, and pay the $10 to get it upgraded. It's like, dude, at this rate, just spend $70. You're saving money because you're not getting the second game for the extra $50. I think at that point in time, I would just rather pay $70 for the upgraded game than spending $100 to buy one game and then spend $10 to get it up to the regular price of $60 for the Switch 1. That's jumping through hoops. Fossil for you. I have 15 more fossils for you today. Ooh, excuse me. Day. Oh my god, Stella moved, or shook her head at least. One of the two. Big old sad eyes when I had to pick her up and carry her to the bathroom. Mama, no. I was like, baby, yes. Your dry skin's so bad and you're so itchy. And I hit that good spot, scrubbing her down. She was kicking her leg in the bathtub. Like, yeah, see, you enjoy this. And I got this kind of stank eye for it. Like, I love that you're scratching the good spot, but also screw you for putting me in the bathtub. Which is a lie, because she gets in and out of the bath by herself. I cannot understand a word the child in Dad's video is saying, but it sounds like Japanese, so there's a good reason for that. I love it when he's watching the ones that are like clearly dubbed, because you'll get the words in there that they did not dub over, and it's like, why does every child, when they do these, sound the same? Alright, 8 more to go for today. And I gotta have a date with the dryer. There's a load of laundry I gotta fold and put away. any of these last ones is lucky. Because I wouldn't say no to an end of stream shiny. It's funny though, you'd think with how popular shiny hunting is that they would have put out like a shiny charm keychain or something by now. Just like a plastic or resin one or something. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I would totally buy a set of the Pokemon charm keychains. The shiny charm, the egg charm, there's one more, the catching charm. But I would buy a little set of those, that'd be cute. Maybe the charms you can get in Legends Arceus? There's probably other charms I'm not thinking of from other games, but I think the egg, the catching, and the shiny are the main ones. Alright, should be the last one here. Excuse me. Come on, give me shiny. I should be so lucky. Double check, make sure there's not just one or so more. There is not. Okay, that'll be it for today then. Tomorrow I will be going to 2500, so maybe I'll get it then. if the algorithm likes me. So thank you guys for joining me. It's been a pleasure as always chatting with my chatters. And it's always nice to have my lurkers as well. I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope the rest of your day goes well. Bye bye.